greatest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, and the champions of the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the...
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field.
Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
So now that's 2 consecutive plays where they end up going backwards. So a sack, a negative run. The biggest thing you have to avoid in the NFL are these negative plays, because now it puts all of the pressure on the
carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
And that's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Packers.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. We'll give you a look at the key inactives for tonight's ball game. Interesting to see how much of an impact their absence will have on this one. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is caught by the tight end. Miles hits. Touchdown, Packers. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. To try to hold on to the football this time. Had the fumble on the opening possession, which led to a touchdown. So they trail early as they get it back 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay, as his Packers head back onto the field. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A throw on the move is caught. Oh, big hole left side. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So you look back a week ago, Mike, and that tough loss, and you can already see this is a much different group. There's a different focus. There's a different clarity. There's a different operation in and out of the huddle. They look sharp, motivated, and 2 drives later, they've got 2 touchdowns, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0.
Steelers, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. This group slow to get things in gear in this one. Lost fumble on the opening drive, followed by a punt last time they had it. On the ground, this is Hunt. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They call that on the former 2nd rounder, Brian O'Neill. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll run it. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
They put
7.
Kelsey in motion.
46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
6 yards. That's good for us.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. That's swung out to Hunt. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Even in the air, here's Daniels. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Stingley.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Look wide. Get this one complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, Packers.
And the Packer first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Charlie Jones deep to return. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Hunt. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Results
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This is taken at his own 30. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Packers offense ready to take over possession of the football. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. 3rd and a yard.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. It would be a 1st down, however. There is a flag down. It looks like it is on the offense. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's hard. And he'll be taken down. A big play here in the big game. A gain of 48.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Jacob will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. What a show this offense is putting on here. Greg, this has got to be a great feeling for this offense in the first quarter.
Yeah, and this is a great example, Mike, of when everything in your offense is clicking. The play design, the scheme, the philosophy, and then obviously the execution on the field. They've been sharp, explosive, and at this pace, I'm not sure what the defense could do to try to slow them down.
Makes the score Packers 21, Steelers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. Steelers offense about ready to take over once more. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Here's a run with Hunt. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
At the 46-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Packers on top. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
At the 21-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw is Daniels. He takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Rice open. He's got it. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board now here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Off he goes. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First down, Green Bay.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing now, Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 54 yards.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Josh Jacobs, touchdown, Green Bay. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
at the 26-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
A gain of a yard.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Daniels. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
A gain of 27 more yards.
Daniels now on first down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional.
To the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown Steelers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Makes the score Packers 28, Steelers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we're going to take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Washington. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
He was brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 yards.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. Now the veteran, it's Naheem Hines. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to keep it himself. And nice work there. He'll go into a slide and gain about 7. Second down, they need 3. Here's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Packers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The score, Packers 35, Steelers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and Jayden Daniels ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Smith in jig runs there for the catch. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to Rice. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing now. Daniels. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's another.
The air again is Daniels. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Daniels. That's swung out to Chandler. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
Daniels going to throw again. Flush to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll step up and run this. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Packers.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer 1st down.
Jacobs. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Joshua Farmer there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes.
Mahomes pass complete to Josh.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Steelers 10.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes Worthy to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. That's caught right side at Franklin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and
Even in the air, here's Daniels. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Intended for Jackson Smith in Jigba.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Steelers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This one not quite on target. Too much, and that one falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. 3rd and long.
John Johnson on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let this one go for worthy. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Packers offense ready to see what they can do. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's London. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
A throw here, right side. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Packers have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Worthy to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's Mike Tomlin, the longtime head man in Pittsburgh. His Steelers get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Chandler. And you managed to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing now, Daniel. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Fair catch, taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
And we brought it down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Campbell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Now Daniels. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here's Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Steelers.
On the ground, this is Chandler. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Chandler, the ball carrier.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Daniels now going to look to throw. That's swung out to Chandler. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Run a little inside draw with their fullback. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there. And a gain of 6.
19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stingley.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
There's Matt LaFleur, head man in Green Bay as his Packers head back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Packers set to kick this one away. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Here's a designed run. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. He'll take off again. Good idea there to cover up at the end. He's able to use his legs and pick up 8. 3rd and 5. To throw is Daniels. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
That's good for us Steelers.
Back to throw. That one thrown behind his target. And it'll be incomplete. To try again, it's 2nd and 10.
Coverage by N'Kobe Dean.
They'll look to throw. A quick slant that is caught by Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
I'm ready from the gun. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. A run up the middle with Jacobs. That's a move that deserved more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They go play action with Mahomes. Open man downfield. That's London. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A 41-yard gain. First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers stretch things out even further.
Steelers 10.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Jones now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. He's setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a carry for Hunt. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
It's a loss of 1.
3rd down.
Brings up
3 to go.
3rd and 3.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. Whoa. And he's going to be taken down to 37. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. Mahomes going to keep it himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Jacobs, first down and more. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Packers add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another pass. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. And that's going to do it. For the 5th time in franchise history, the Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day, many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all 3 phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
So the Lombardi Trophy once again heading home to Titletown. Commissioner Goodell presenting it to the Green Bay Packers, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.